Welcome back. How are we doing, my sweet, sweet circlers? What the heck is up? I am here in the studio because we are doing another full voicemail story time advice episode. I loved doing this last time, and I feel like you all enjoyed it also. And so I wanted to kind of do more and see what else is going on in your lives and what else you need advice on. And we're doing it. So let's get into it. Marsh, are you ready? Yeah, we're just going to jump right in. I'm so excited. I never know where these are going to go, but let's do it.
Hey, Kelsey, it's Isabel, and on another pod, you were talking to Cody and mentioned that the saying, "I'm so proud of you," should be reframed to be, "You should be proud of yourself." And that is something that has really stuck with me and shifted my whole perspective. So my question for you is, do you have any other sayings like that or tips from teaching your preschoolers that you think could help out us circlers?
Oh my God, that's a tough one. First of all, I'm so happy that you like that. I mean, once I heard that, I feel like it changed my whole mindset as well. And I can't wait to use that on my children in the future. But that's definitely a good one, saying you should be so proud of, you should be proud of yourself instead of I'm so proud of you. But let me think of if there's other
mantras you have.
I know, but I don't really know. Stuff that I've learned from teaching to help the circlers, I feel like I am rereading all of my old teaching stuff right now for my child so I could learn how to be a mom. Well, you know what I mean. Because I remember when I was taking child development classes, I was like, oh, someone who's going to be a parent should learn all of this. And so I saved all my notes and I just found them. So I'm going to reread them all. So maybe as I'm rereading them, I'll find some stuff and I'll let you guys know. So I'll keep you posted on that. We could do a little child development tip of the week if that's interesting at all for anyone.
Hey Kelsey, my name is Rosine. I'm a freshman at UT, and if anyone knows me is hearing this, this is so embarrassing, I'm sorry, but I'm a freshman in college, and I was wondering if you had any tips for college life and making new friends and all that type of stuff. Everything's been good so far. I just wanted to send a voice memo, actually. Love Circle Time. Love Insanely Chill. Love you and Cody. You're so talented. And you're so funny. And I bet you could have a talk show one day. Okay, sorry that's annoying. Bye.
Oh my God, that wasn't annoying at all. That was so kind. Thank you. I appreciate that so much. How exciting. Freshman year in college. Is UT University of Texas? I think so. Longhorns. Whoop whoop. Yes. Okay. Well, listen, I think that I'm glad everything's going well so far. I think the most important thing when you start college is to not be scared to immerse yourself in the culture, almost go to football games and join clubs. And if something remotely interests you, you see a flyer for it on campus or something, why not go? Because you'll meet so many people just by putting yourself out there and trying new things. I feel like college is the perfect time to try new things and explore yourself and what you're into and find so many amazing friends and so many different interests and stuff. And so I think that even don't worry about looking quote lame to someone or joining something that someone might think is whatever lame even is, because that's not even, that's a made up concept. Nothing is lame. If you like something, just enjoy it. And I think that you might as well just like dip your toe into whatever it is that sounds fun or interesting and just embrace it and go for it. Because that's how you're going to meet the people that like really make you feel like yourself and feel like good friends, is when you can just like be yourself around them and enjoy the things that you actually enjoy. So go for it and explore everything and try everything and join the clubs and go to the games and just be open. Be open to everything and all of the new opportunities that college presents to you. Oh my God, I'm going to get so out of breath in between every single one of these questions. I can't talk for a long time without getting out of breath anymore. Because the baby's there. Yeah. And so, yeah, if you guys, I'm drinking a lot of water. And if it sounds like I'm running while I'm doing this, I'm not. I'm just pregnant.
Allie.
Hi, Kelsey. My name is Allie. I love Circle Time, love your YouTube, everything. I just wanted to say thank you really quick because my boyfriend and I did that long distance last year while he started college and I was still a senior in high school. But every time I'd go and visit him and have to drive home, I would just be super sad. I'd be crying, whatever. But I'd go to put on a Circle Time episode and it would make me smile and laugh.
Aww.
And he's also been a huge fan of Cody for literally years, ever since I've known him. And so you guys were actually kind of something that we were able to bond over and talk about. You know, we'd each talk about your guys' podcasts and separate YouTube channels, but we'd also be able to watch your YouTube videos while we were apart and talk about them. And you guys and your content was just always something positive for us to kind of talk about and bond over, even through those like really hard times where we didn't want to be apart and we were sad or we were, you know, going through whatever. So I just want to say thank you because I do believe that you guys kind of were a positive light for us and had a big impact in us being able to make it through that tough school year. And so with that, I was also just wondering if you had any relationship advice for anyone, you know, in their late teens, early 20s, or just in college in general. And yeah.
Oh my God, that was so nice. Thank you. I'm so happy that we were able to be that positive light for you, and hearing stuff like that just like makes everything feel so worth it. So thank you very much. And I'm happy that we could be that for you. Relationship advice, like in general, for when you're younger, high school, college age, I feel like that is the time where you're kind of like learning what you want and expect out of a relationship and out of a partner. And I think that it's kind of the time to like learn how to be a good partner for someone and like learn how to communicate with someone and all of that kind of stuff. So I feel like you should, in those early relationships, like make sure you take what you learn in those relationships and you use that for the rest of your life and how you interact with friends and other relationships potentially. And just, I know it might be like, oh, I was so young then or whatever, but you are still learning so much in those relationships. So don't take them for granted and really like remember what you learned from them. I also think that you can remember that you are still young and you have a lot of growing to do. And if you ever feel like maybe you need to grow outside of the person that you've been in a relationship with, it's okay to want to experience that growth on your own. And it's okay to want to be with someone when you're young and stay with them for a long time. I feel like every situation is different. And I just feel like things change a lot from when you're young to when you go through college and graduate college and all of that. So just take everything with a grain of salt and listen to your heart And it's okay if you don't want to be with someone anymore, and it's amazing if it lasts, but everything happens for a reason. And that is my general relationship advice, I guess I would say, for a high school or early college relationship. Don't forget how big the world is. But if you're happy, then that's amazing. So, yeah. Beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop, beep. Ooh, is that a new single circler alarm I hear? I think it might be. So all of you single circlers out there, listen up. Summer is coming to an end, okay? And things are starting to cool off, which means only one thing, and that is that cuffing season is right around the corner. And if you are looking for someone to go on cute fall dates with, or do something fun with, or do something more serious with, whatever it is that you're looking for, Tinder is ready to help. Remember, it starts with a swipe. So many possibilities really are just a match away. And Tinder is the world's most popular dating app, which means there are the most opportunities there to find literally whatever it is that you're looking for. Because success on Tinder really can mean whatever you want it to, which is why I think you should all try it. Tinder has a new feature called Relationship Goals, where you set your status on your own profile to show others what types of connections you're looking for. And you can see what other people are looking for. So there's no more guessing. There's no more talking to someone for a while, thinking they want the same thing as you, and then finding out they want something completely different. You're not wasting your time. And I think that Tinder keeps all of you circlers safe out there. And that is what I want. I want you all to be safe, and I want you all to be comfy. They have block contact, which allows you to block profiles before even matching. So no more seeing your ex's Tinder profiles. They also have video chats so you can match before meeting in real life. And I just think that there are so many things you can utilize. If you're looking to safely get out of your comfort zone and on a date, Tinder is the place to be. Over 1.5 million Tinder users go on a real life date every day of the week, and you could be one of them. So explore all the possibilities for yourself. Tinder, it starts with a swipe. Download Tinder today.
Hi, Kelsey. I recently got a 6-month-old kitten named Pickle, but a recent problem we've been having is ever since I listened to the last episode, I keep calling her little baby. I literally can't stop. I'm addicted. And when she's in trouble, I'm like, little baby, what are you doing? Stop. And I just thought you guys would appreciate that. But I just wanted to say congrats on the baby boy. I'm so happy for you guys. And I just think you're going to be the best parents.
Oh my God, thanks. I hope you and little baby are so happy. I'm so happy that we could help you give a nickname to your pet. I think it's totally normal though. Like the stuff that I call my pets is not even close to their actual names. Like sometimes I have to call Chili just so that like to remind him that that still is his name, because like there's like the shit that I'm calling him has nothing to do with his actual name. So I'm keep calling Pickle little baby and just sprinkle a pickle in there every once in a while. It's totally fine. But I'm really happy that there's another little baby out there in the world along with ours. So send a picture of Pickle to the Geneva because I want to see what it looks like.
Hey, my name is Miranda Gale, and I just listened to your podcast about your pregnancy. Congratulations. I'm pregnant too. I'm about to be 12 weeks. I've been so sick my first trimester, but I just wanted to let y'all know that I am just so happy for y'all, and I've been thinking about it for days. Why am I almost more excited for your baby than mine? That's all. Okay, love you guys. Bye.
Oh my God, thanks. I feel like these aren't even like really questions, but I really appreciate that. And I'm excited for your baby. The first trimester was really rough. You're almost out of it. And you will wake up one day just feeling so much better. So I'm excited for you for that. And I'm excited for your little baby as well. Yay, babies.
Hey, Kelsey, this is Rachel. Just wanted
Rach.
to ask a quick cue. So me and my boyfriend have been dating for 3 years. We're long distance during college, and it's been going great so far. However, his mom is a little bit of a troublemaker, She is obsessed with him, borderline in love with him. Classic boy mom situation.
Oh no.
And it hasn't been causing that much trouble, but it's getting to the point a little bit now where he's not standing up for me and kind of just going along with her control over him and a little bit over our relationship. So I was just wondering if you had any advice or thoughts about this. Thanks so much. Mwah.
Oh God, that's tough. That is not easy at all. Sorry, I can't stop thinking about you just calling her a troublemaker. It reminds me of like a kitten. Like, I don't know. But anyway, so she does sound like a little bit of a troublemaker though. In this kind of situation, it's like she's not going anywhere, obviously. And you want to have as like seamless of a relationship with your partner's mom as you possibly can. So you can't really like offend her, you know, but you also like you can't just like allow him to not stick up for you and stuff like that. If something happens where you think that he should be sticking up for you, I think that I agree he should be. So I feel like you have to approach the situation timidly, but like you absolutely have every right to have a conversation with him about it. Don't be like, hey, your mom's crazy and you shouldn't listen to her. You should stick up for me. Like, I feel like approach it just like, hey, sometimes I feel like when we're talking to your mom, like there are certain things that make me like certain things that she says and then I feel uncomfortable and I hope that you would stick up for me and then you don't. And then like, I just feel weird and I want to have like the best relationship with your mom and I want us to be good too. And so like, I want to make it work. So in those situations, do you think that you could like stick up for me? Like put a positive spin on it. You know, you're having this conversation because you want things to work and hopefully he won't feel like you're coming for him or his mom, but like you have every right to voice these concerns to him. I just say like approach it gently and more positively. And then like if it continues to still happen, like then the conversations can get a little bit more serious because he can't take you for granted and he should be sticking up for you. Like you are his partner and it can't always be like him and his mom against the world. But like to start the conversations, I would say approach it gently and positively. And then he at least knows that you're feeling that way. Because like if you don't say anything, then he won't even have any idea that he's doing anything wrong. So I feel like voice your concerns and then give it some time, see if anything changes. If it doesn't, you can bring it up again. I don't think there's anything wrong with bringing up a situation that bothers you as many times as it takes for you to feel better about it. I just think that in a relationship, if something is still bothering you, you can talk about it and you should until it doesn't bother you anymore. That's what I think. I mean, like maybe not every single day, but like it's okay to bring something up again that you've already brought up before. So I say just be open and honest about it, gentle and positively, and then see how things change over time. And if they don't, just continue to leave that conversation open. And if things really never change, then maybe you might need to reevaluate things eventually. But for now, I think it could change. And I know it can. And you're going to be totally fine. But you can stick up for yourself. And he should stick up for you too.
Hi, Kelsey. My name is Emily. First of all, love the podcast. Love what you do. Keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you.
So my boyfriend of 3 years just broke up with me out of the blue.
Oh no.
Had no idea it was coming. And he was my first love. We met in high school. He was my first and only boyfriend. And so this is uncharted territory for me. And so I'm wondering what you would recommend for someone going through a breakup who has never gone through a breakup before. What do I do with myself? How do I move on? How do I get back into a routine without him? Any advice is appreciated. really going through it right now, so I'll take anything. Thanks, Kelsey. Love you.
Oh my God, I wish I could give you such a big hug right now. You made my nose burn like I was going to cry. Wow, sorry, I'm just feeling really empathetic with all my circlers right now. But listen, Emily, I know you are going through it right now. I know how you're feeling. And I know it kind of feels like it just doesn't make sense. How could this be? Why? Like, what is the reason for this happening? First of all, like, you are allowed to feel all of these emotions that you're feeling for as long as you want to. There is no time frame of how long it takes to get over something. There's no rule on it's been this long, you shouldn't be sad anymore. It is okay to be sad over a situation and to feel hurt over a situation, and whatever it is, it's okay to feel whatever it is you're feeling. And you need to make sure that you feel those feelings and like acknowledge them. I will say, as you continue to move through those feelings and like feeling all of those things, you will see so many instances where maybe like it will start to come to light why maybe it wouldn't have worked out after all. And I'm not saying that's going to happen quickly. It could happen in like a year. You could be like, oh my God, that's why it never happened. It could happen in 2 years. It could happen. There is no correct timeline for any of this. But I will say, it might not seem like it right now. This is absolutely a blessing in disguise. You do not want to be with someone who doesn't want to be with you. And you will learn so much about yourself and how to be with yourself and how to have these routines with yourself and all of these things. You are not alone. Like, you still have you. And so don't take that for granted and dive into that relationship with yourself and learn about what you like. And it's okay to look back at your relationship and like it. Sometimes I feel like when you look back at an old relationship, like you don't want to be like, I actually kind of hated when he did that, because like you just wish it worked out. But it's okay to like acknowledge the things that didn't make you happy and try to change that for your next relationship and look for something different. I know right now it seems like there is nothing that could make this better, but like as time goes on, you will see why this didn't work and why it's a great thing that it didn't work. And you're never alone. And start to just like do things for yourself, try new things, do things that maybe you wouldn't have done if you were with him, because you were with him and it was safe and comfortable. And everything is going to be okay. I promise everything is going to be okay. I really do. And you will learn so much about who you are and what you want, and you will find something great. And you will find something great in yourself too. And I know you're going to be just fine. And I love you. And it's going to be totally fine. I promise.
That was good advice.
Thanks, Marsh.
Hello, Kelsey. This is Alma. I'm from Finland, so that's why I have kind of a weird accent.
It's not weird.
I have been following you for so long. I love your style. It has really influenced the way I clothe myself. Also, I love the way you talk about life and like regular everyday stuff. It really makes me feel rooted and like calms me down.
Aww.
It makes me realize and remember what's important. So thank you so much. I love your podcast. Anyways, I had a question. I have been in a very, very happy relationship for a year now. I love him so much. We have been living together for half a year, and I've been noticing that I feel like I kind of take him for granted. He does so much amazing stuff for me, and every day makes my day better, but I feel like I don't express that to him enough. So how could I make him feel that he matters so much and the stuff that he does matters to me so much?
My
Thank
God.
you. I love you.
Okay, I love you too so much. Like everything that you just said. First of all, thank you for all the nice things you said. Second of all, that it's like the sweetest
thing I've ever heard.
It's so sweet. Like, this is a really good problem to have. Like, all you want to do right now is just show the person that you love how much you love them. Like, that is such a great problem to have. It really is. I think the first thing you could do is like, I have a really hard time, like, which is funny because my whole job is just talking, but like when it comes to really expressing my feelings towards someone, like how I feel towards them, even if it's negative or positive, I have a hard time like getting my words out. So a lot of times I write cards to people or notes or letters or whatever it is. So I think like something nice you could do is like give him a handwritten letter and say like, I want to take you on a date. Or if you know he has a favorite restaurant, book a reservation and say, tonight we're going to your favorite restaurant. Or if he likes to go, I don't know, to a park, or to, if he has a certain hobby, like take him to do that thing and just like make him feel loved in the same ways that like you want to feel loved and that he makes you feel appreciated. You can make him feel appreciated in those same ways. I think love language has a lot to do with it. I don't know if you know what his love language is, but like, I think either way, just writing down and giving someone like a handwritten note of how much you appreciate them and like saying, thank you for doing this, this, and this, like saying the things specifically that you are appreciative of and like saying the things specifically that you love about them. That's always so nice to hear and to read. And so like, I think just giving him a handwritten note and taking him to his favorite restaurant and watching his favorite movie and just like making it known that like you notice what he loves and what makes him happy just will make him feel so appreciated. And that is like the sweetest thing ever. And I'm sure like I can tell how much you love him just by this voicemail. So I'm sure he knows too, but those are just some of the things that I would do. So yeah, good luck. It'll be great. I cannot believe that summer is already coming to an end. I feel like it just flew by, and that means that back to school season is starting. And as someone who has spent a lot of time in the classroom as a teacher, I totally understand the chaos behind back to school season. And looking back, I wish that I utilized DoorDash to relieve some of my stress. Because with DoorDash, you can stock up on school supplies, snacks, and anything else you might need all in one place. So I mean, if you are a teacher, if you are a student, if you are a parent, whatever it is, you can find whatever you need for back to school all at DoorDash. All your favorite retail, grocery, and convenience stores are on the app, so you can shop everything you might need or your kids might need or your students might need for back to school. And it's DoorDash, so it's getting conveniently delivered to your door, so you don't even have to go outside and do the shopping yourself. You just do it on your phone and it shows up at your door. You have to try it. Shop DoorDash to get everything you need for the back to school season delivered right to your door. Order now for stress-free back to school shopping. Use promo code CircleTime to get 50% off up to a $10 value when you spend $15 or more at convenience, grocery, or retail stores on DoorDash. That's 50% off up to a $10 value when you spend $15 or more using the promo code CircleTime. You have to try it. Shop DoorDash to get everything you need for the back to school season delivered right to your door. Don't forget that's Circle Time for 50% off your next order. Terms apply. Okay, so something I'm very guilty of is getting a headache or something small, a little backache, a little headache, whatever it is, and then Googling my symptoms and then just completely spiraling, thinking that I have a bunch of conditions that I don't actually have. And Cody makes fun of me for it all the time. And I know I do it. And it's not okay. And I recently have been saving myself the stress of that and just actually speaking to a real doctor right away with Careaway. And it has been a game changer. Caraway is the care you need all in one place. Their easy-to-use app offers physical, mental, and reproductive health care tailored to the needs of Gen Z. With Caraway, you have unlimited 24/7 access to an experienced care team of doctors, therapists, psychiatrists, gynecologists, nurses, and health advisors, and you will always talk to a real person, not a robot. There are no long wait times, inconvenient hours, surprise fees, or, in my case, Googling your symptoms. With Caraway, your healthcare is integrated in one place and accessible whenever you need help. And I think it's amazing and so helpful and really helps my spiraling mind. Right now, Caraway is offering new members 30 days completely free if you go to caraway.health/circletime. There's no credit card required to try it. Get free and unlimited access to chat with their care team for 30 days. That's caraway.health/circletime for 30 days completely free. Caraway is available in select states. Go to caraway.health/circletime to learn more.
Hi, Kelsey. My name is Lila. I am a freshman in high school, and I had just started this brand new podcast. And I was wondering, what are your main, maybe top 10 tips that you wish you knew when you started a podcast? Like things that you think might be able to help me and help other beginner podcasters like myself. Thank you so much. I love your podcast. I love everything that you do. You're so amazing. Bye-bye.
Oh my God. Freshman in high school and doing what you love. How cool is that? If I was a freshman in high school, I would have never done anything like this. So good for you, Lila. I also love your name. Well, I don't know if I have a top 10. I feel like I'm still you're always learning and growing, But I will say confidence is key. So, and I feel like you're already confident enough that you already have a podcast that you've started. So just always remember why you wanted to start it in the first place. And don't be scared to use your voice, obviously. But I feel like at first I was kind of more hey, what's up? And now I'm a little bit more comfortable. So don't be scared to let your personality really shine and be yourself, because the people who are listening, you want the people who are listening to love you for you. And so you need to be yourself, because if you're trying to be something else, you're going to get kind of people listening that maybe you don't want listening anyway. So just be yourself. Don't be scared to use your voice. Stay confident. Stay true to yourself, obviously, and what you talk about and how you act, because I think that always is just a reflection that kind of falls under everything else that I've said. But yeah, and always remember that you thought sometimes if I get overwhelmed, I'm you're exactly where you wanted to be. Or if I get too hard on myself, I'll think you're exactly where you wanted to be a year ago. Look where you are now. This is exactly what you wanted. So don't be that hard on yourself, and give yourself grace and remember how badly you wanted to be exactly where you are right now. But I'm excited for you. You got a good podcast voice, and you've already got the confidence to do it as a freshman in high school. So I think that you're going to be good. I'm excited for you.
Hi, Kelsey. My name is Ella. I'm a huge fan, and I desperately, desperately need your help. So I am going into my sophomore year in college, and my senior year in high school, I started dating this guy who was literally 12 years older than me and happened to be my neighbor. And and now that I went to college, I dated someone, and I'm back now, and I just wanted some closure and wanted to talk to him about whatever. And I swear to God, he's ignoring me. I see him all the time. I'm let's have a conversation. Nothing. What do I do? Please help me get peace of mind. And my God. Thank you. I love you. Bye.
Oh my God. Okay. Here. I hope this helps. But him being 12 years older than you and still not being mature enough to have a conversation with you about closure shows that this person is just simply not worth your time. And the peace of mind of knowing that someone 12 years older than you can't have a conversation, that should be enough peace of mind to realize that this person is not worth it. And he needs to grow up. And you don't need to help him do that. He will learn for himself how to grow up one way or another. And I'm sure eventually he'll come knocking on your door and he's ready to have the conversation. But you've tried to be mature about this. He obviously cannot handle that. And that does not diminish what you had with him. I think it just shows why it wouldn't have worked out. And now you know that it wouldn't have worked out. And he's making it very clear that you're better off. So I think you tried to have the closure. He couldn't handle that. And so you can just move on because he's really not worth it. And those are my thoughts on that. And that's the closure that you need, is him just not being able to handle having a conversation. Because what the hell, not worth it. But I do love you. And you're going to be totally fine without him. You really are.
Hi, Kelsey. My name is Kate, and I'm a huge fan of the podcast. I'm 19, and I'm a student at Michigan State University. And my question is, what have you heard about MSU? Good things, bad things, nothing? I'm just curious about what you think about our school.
Interesting.
Thanks, girl. Love you.
What have I heard about MSU? I know you guys are the Spartans, I believe. Yeah, Marsh. Okay, you got the Spartans. Yeah, I know you. So I knew you guys are the Spartans. Your colors, I believe, are green and white. Yeah. And
wait, so much knowledge.
And you're in Michigan. Listen, that's about all I know. I'm trying to think.
Campus looks stunning beyond.
Oh my God, it's beautiful. I'm looking at a picture of your beautiful campus right now. Love it. I get all of my knowledge from colleges when it comes to college football. And I feel like you guys were kind of good at one point recently. Is that correct? I don't know. But that's pretty much all I know. So I don't know what that means for you. But if you'd like to educate me on more having to do with Michigan State, I'm always ready and willing to learn and grow. So that's all I have right now. But I will say, go Spartans, and that's it. And I'm rooting for you. From now on, if I see Michigan State is playing in a college game, I will root for you just because of this call. So it depends on who you're playing, but for the most part, I'll root for you. And there you have it. Go Spartans. I really liked that question.
Great.
I mean, it's just fun.
Yeah. More people calling in being like, what do you think about
what do you know about my school?
Or just anything.
Yeah. What do I think? My opinions on blank. Maybe we could do a whole opinion episode.
Might be divisive.
I'm down.
Yeah, okay.
It could be fun.
You heard it here first, circlers.
Yeah, we're gonna do a whole Kelsey's hot takes, her opinions on things.
Kinda love.
Me too.
Okay. Hey Kelsey, this is Sophia. I love your podcast, and I love chili and ham and brisket.
Me too.
Cutest pets ever. I need some advice because lately I have been struggling with acne really bad, and I feel super self-conscious about it. And every time I'm having a conversation with someone, I feel like they're just looking at my skin, or they can see the concealer on my face. I don't really know how to feel better about it because I'm going into school in 2 weeks, going back to school. And I'm just worried about having to see a bunch of people, and because I can't really leave the house right now without putting a pound of concealer on my face. So would love your advice on that. Love ya.
Okay, I will say that most of the time that you notice something about yourself, you notice it 10 times. You notice it so much more than anyone else notices it. I'm sure that to other people, it is not nearly what you think that it is, and no one even notices. So don't worry so much about other people noticing, because I think that a lot of times we're just harder on ourselves and we see what we see in the mirror and we think that everybody else notices it, but they really don't, because you know what? Everybody else is just thinking about themselves. So while you're thinking about your skin, the person that you're talking to is probably thinking about their skin or their hair or their breath or whatever it is. Like, you never know, but they're probably most likely never thinking about you. So that takes some of the pressure off. I will say, when I was in high school, I had there was just one summer where all of a sudden my skin just had a mind of its own and went wild. And I went to a dermatologist, and that really helped. They actually helped me find stuff that was good for me, because I know there's a lot of stuff on TikTok now and tips and tricks and all of that. But I think that a lot of times people give tips and tricks, but they're giving it for their skin, and not everybody's skin is the same. So it's hard to know what would actually work for your skin. But if you go to a dermatologist, if you have one available to you, I know that really helped me when I was going through my skin problems. But like I said, I'm sure it is not bad. I'm sure you are beautiful, and no one is noticing the way that you are noticing, and no one is even thinking about it, because that is not what makes you you. So don't overthink it.
Hi, Kelsey and fellow circlers. I just received a concerning email, company-wide email, that is definitely indicating that layoffs are coming. I'm hoping I won't be affected, but I was just wondering if you had any advice for what to do if I do get laid off, or how to deal with, my coworkers who I really love working with potentially being laid off. Any words of comfort or advice here would be appreciated. Thank you. Love you.
That's so tough. I think that, you don't have to apply to anything, but you could just kind of look around and see what else is available that you might be interested in, different places to work. I sometimes feel like that always got me kind of just excited about the potential of starting something new, instead of being so scared that you would never find something else. If you just kind of see what else is out there and maybe see what else you could try that could make things more exciting instead of scary, but you don't even know what's going to happen yet. And take it one day at a time. If you get laid off, you will totally figure it out 100%. It is not a death sentence. And as for your coworkers, if that relationship, those can just turn into friendships outside of the workplace. If these people are important to you, let them know that, because I feel they might not even realize, but let them know that you're there for them as a friend, and just try to keep your relationship with them going, even if you guys aren't working together anymore, whether that's going to happy hour together still, or texting or sending pictures, whatever it is. You can totally still keep those relationships good, and let them know that you're there for them as a friend, and it will be fine. Because it's more there's more to life than just what's going on at work. I think people should remember. So don't worry. Everything's going to be okay. Okie dokie. One more question.
Hey, Kelsey, and hello, fellow circlers. My name is Chantel. I'm a massive fan, and I had a crazy question for the middle of the summer, because I was wondering if you have any good ideas for Halloween couple costumes or best friend costumes.
Oh, God.
Because I'm a massive fall season girl and a massive frat girl as well. Anyways, thank you so much. I hope the rest of your day goes great. Love you. Bye.
Oh my God, that is a good question. First of all, I'm so excited for fall. I don't know what is happening to me right now, but I cannot wait for it to be fall. Usually I'm yeah, fall is cool, but I understand where you're coming from with this question. Couples costumes or best friend costumes. I I am actually really bad at this. Like, I struggle picking out a costume. So, like, every year it's a struggle for me. The stuff that I like costume-wise is, like, not exactly what you think. Like, if Cody was going to be Shrek, I wouldn't be Fiona. I would be, like, Lord Farquaad. You know what I mean? Or, like... What did we just had to do a couple's costume for this costume party that we went to, and we were milk and cookies. Like, we really didn't think too much about it. But, like, I just think that, like, doing something that most people wouldn't, like, that, like, you don't look at and you're like, oh, that's obviously you're Barbie and he's Ken. It's like, no, be like Alan and the pregnant Barbie, you know? If you watch the Barbie movie, you'll know what I'm talking about. But, like, I don't know. I just feel like just taking the basic concept and then spicing it up a little is the way to go. Or just doing something, like, completely like an object, like a chair and a table. You know? I don't know if that makes any sense, but, like, just thinking outside of the box a little bit. As for best friends, one time in high school, I had friends who went to Goodwill and got pants that were really big, and then they each went in one of the legs, and then they, like, put a shirt on. I don't know. They just, like, I just think, like, doing something really silly with your friends or your partner or whatever, like, whoever you're in a couple with, like, I think just, like, being silly and, like, having fun so you can just, like, laugh the whole time is the way to go. And that's, I guess those aren't really actual ideas, but, like, I hope this inspired something in your brain. And I'm excited to see what you do. Send pictures. And if I think of anything else, like, I'll talk about it in the upcoming episodes. But for now, that's all I really have for you. And there we have it. Now we have a special question. Our producer, Marshall, has a question that he wants to submit.
And I get to, because I decided.
You are allowed to.
Okay. As long as you're okay with
Yeah,
it. Okay.
I've never been better, actually, with it.
So we've been doing circle time for a year.
I know. We've been crazy.
It's, like, flown by.
It really has.
Like, in my mind, we kind of just started.
I feel like it's new. Yeah.
But, like, a full year.
Yes.
So just my question is, what have been, like, your favorite moments and parts of doing the show and just standout memories?
Oh my God.
And, like, what are you excited for the next year?
Wow. Okay. Favorite moments of Circle Time, standout memories, and what I'm excited for in the next year of Circle Time. Oh my God. Okay. My favorite moments, I feel like, really have been, like, creating the actual community of circlers, because I feel like there is such a good community. And so I feel like it just made everything feel so much more, like, when I, like, made the Geneva and, like, when I started to, like, interact more with everyone, like, it just made everything feel so much more real. And so that's, like, one of my favorite things. Working with you has been one of my favorite things, Marsh. And I don't know, I feel like just all of the people that I've met, like, I feel like we've had so many guests on, and, like, people that I wouldn't have met or wouldn't have, like, gotten a chance to talk to, that I just, like, have gotten to meet through this, I feel like has been really cool. And I feel like it's opened, like, opened my eyes to so much more, and hopefully, like, the listeners' eyes to so much more. And so I feel like that has been really great. And something I'm excited for in the next year of Circle Time is, like, talking to you guys more about, like, being a mom, obviously, because I feel like my life is about to be pretty different. So I'm excited to share that with the circlers, and also just, like, see who else we can meet and what else we can do. And, like, just I would have never expected it to grow this much in a year. And so, like, I'm so interested to see, like, how much further we can go in the next year. because I think we could do so much. So I'm excited. And that's that. And there we have it, another full voicemail episode done. And I just love doing them. So don't forget to leave a voicemail whenever. The link, like there's a link to it in the description of this episode, wherever you're listening, or if you're watching on YouTube, there's a link in the description of the video. So thank you for calling in, and I love you all so much, and I will see you next time or talk to you next time. Bye, guys.
Please note that this episode may contain paid endorsements and advertisements for products and services. Individuals on the show may have a direct or indirect financial interest in products or services referred to in this episode.